The benefit of the strategy in the 2011-12 financial year for Joe and Mary, who were on $120,000 and $40,000, netted, because we had this higher amount that we could salary sacrifice here, the net benefit of the transition to retirement strategy for them, with $500,000 in their super fund and saving $3,750 within the super, was nearly $12,000, $11,612. This financial year, because we can only salary sacrifice a smaller amount, $14,200 for Joe, rather than the $38,000 that we had in the last financial year, the benefit has reduced to $5,000 per annum for somebody between 55 and 59, or 55 to 59 years of age. So the benefit this financial year of the transition to retirement strategy for someone less than 60 years of age has significantly reduced. The higher the income, the more you are disadvantaged. But generally, for people on incomes of over 80 to 90,000, it's a loss of about $5,000 to $6,000 per annum. You can see by the difference between this 11,600 and 5,000 here. Between the two financial years, it's about that much generally that people are missing out on because of the reduced threshold this financial year. And I had actually a question from Keith saying, my investigation came to the conclusion that there would only be a very marginal benefit from the age of 55 to 60 of the transition to retirement strategy, but that after age 60 the benefits become much greater. And that's correct. Yes, it is correct. And what are the differences in the benefits from 55 as compared to those from 60? How have the changed limits to the amount that have been salary sacrificed back into super affected all of this? I'm 57 and in full-time employment. Well, this is exactly what you're exactly right. Your calculations are correct, Keith, that in the 11-12 financial year, so last financial year, Joe and Mary pushed their benefits up to about $14,000 per annum, because the amount that they drew from their superannuation fund, it's concessionally taxed, and they're able to salary sacrifice a large amount, so the $39,200. This financial year, whilst the benefits of the transition to retirement strategy are still significant, so $8,500 in this scenario with Joe and Mary, $8,500 per annum in tax savings by implementing the transition to retirement strategy as opposed to not implementing it. But if you look at the difference between last financial year and this financial year, it's still a significant difference of nearly $5,000 to $6,000 between the two financial years. But so between the financial years, the benefit is reduced. Between 55, under 60 years of age and over 60 years of age, the difference is significant as well. So in this financial year, if I just remind you of that, so if you're under 60 and your scenario is similar to this, you get a $5,000 per annum benefit. It's still not a benefit to be coughed at, it's still a significant benefit. But once you turn 60, the benefit increases by another $3,500, and the key reason for that is because what you draw from your superannuation fund, the amount you draw from the super fund, comes to you tax-free, whereas when you're under age 60, it comes to you concessionally taxed but not totally tax-free.